Hey, Smitty.
Hey, what's up?
What's the video going to be about this week?
Well, let me tell you something, brother.
Oh, God, no.
That's right. With jet flying, whoo, limousine riding, kiss stealing, wheeling dealing, son of a gun.
God, not this again.
Yeah, it's going to be Big Smitty Origins about wrestling, and that's the bottom line, because Big Smitty said so. Hey, what's up, y'all? So as you saw from the thumbnail and from the intro, this week we're doing a Big Smitty Origins video. We're going to be talking about professional wrestling. I'll be completely honest with you. I had another video set up, ready to go for this week. It was a riding video. It was a really fun video for me to make, and I enjoyed myself. But I was able to get some of my old wrestling footage, in particular, what the piece of footage you're going to see next, downloaded and able to edit it, thanks to my good buddy at work, Adam Hans. Hey, thank you, Adam, for your help. So, without further ado, I want you to see a little news story that was done on your boy Big Smitty many years ago.
Wrestling is red hot, and this April's WrestleMania in the Astrodome will be the highest grossing single-day event in the Dome's history.
A lot of young men and women want to be the next big star, and tonight, Eyewitness News reporter Cynthia Hunt takes us to wrestling school to see what it takes.
Meet Mike Post, the disgruntled postal worker.
That's it. You remember how that feels, John? You remember that?
Wrestling fans consider him their blue-collar hero.
Oh, he's crazy. He is absolutely crazy.
Mike Post is really Chris Smith, a 24-year-old meat cutter at the Sam's in Conroe. But Chris spends many of his weekends here, training in Arlington at this professional wrestling school.
It's totally different than what I thought it was going to be. You get here and it's not, you don't walk in there and learn moves and then just you're this awesome super. You go through grunt work, you get mat burns, you vomit. I mean, you have to work out 3 or 4 times a week, get your body ready.
Do the same motions we were doing?
Gary McHugh, the founder of this wrestling school, says the training is too tough for most wannabe wrestlers.
I have a 90% fall-off rate. From the first day, they leave and they never come back.
On this day, it was this young man who quit. Even though much of wrestling is choreographed, wrestlers like Chris still have to land the moves.
Very dangerous. What we tell the students is it's not if they're going to be injured, but when they're going to be injured.
Chris has suffered 2 broken ribs, 3 concussions, knee injuries, back injuries, and more. It usually takes even talented wrestlers 10 years of injuries and wrestling on the low-paying independent circuit before they can make it to a major promotion like the WWF. What does it take to make it big in wrestling?
It's a package of things. It's a lot of things. It's charisma, the ability to work the microphone.
Gary gave me a quick lesson and let me take on Chris.
I think you're a little too small to be in here with us.
My boss calls me his bulldog, and bulldogs bite disgruntled postal workers.
Then I body slammed him. Take that, Channel 2 and 11. Now, let me show you the secrets behind those moves. When I looked like I was flipping Chris, he was doing all the work. When I appeared to body slam him, he was just breaking my fall. For this night of wrestling in Beaumont, Chris was paid $40. He goes through all of this because he has a dream he'll someday wrestle a world champion like The Rock. We asked The Rock about Mike Post.
He's going to have to go through a lot of other guys before he gets to The Rock. So if he gets to The Rock, then you know that Postman has made it.
Tonight, we let Mike Post have the final word.
It doesn't matter how many fans you have. It doesn't matter about your people's eyebrow. It doesn't matter how many jabronis you beat up because you've never had to face anybody like Mike Post, the blue-collar hero.
Cynthia Hunt, 13 Eyewitness News.
Now, as you saw from the footage, yes, that was 20 years ago in 2001 that was shot. That's always the first question. Well, how did you get into wrestling? Well, in 1997, when I was 20 years old, I decided I wanted to try my hand at professional wrestling. I had played football in high school, and I felt like I had the athletic ability to do it, which in all honesty, I didn't. I wasn't very good. I was okay. I just did a search for wrestling schools and started calling all these schools that I found online, and I found in Pro Wrestling Illustrated. I found a place called School of Squared Circle, and I ran into the man that you saw in the video earlier, Gary Magoo, and I called and talked to him. And he said, hey, come on up. We'll give you a weekend tryout. It's a 2-day tryout. If you survive the tryout, we'll see about getting you in the school and see what we think. So I went up there and got beat up basically for 2 days. I was so sore after the first day that I woke up the next morning. I could barely swallow from tucking my chin to my chest, and my shoulders hurt, my body hurt. And I got up and I had to make a decision. I'm either going to quit or I'm going to try and see if I can do this. And I said, screw that. I'm not going to quit. I'm going to try. So I went in for the next day's tryout. And at the end of that tryout, Gary was very honest. He said, look, man, he said, you're strong. You've got a good build. I think you can do this, but you're going to have to work really hard versus somebody who's much more athletic than you. I wrestled my first match in Bridge City, Texas in 1998. I get asked all the time when people hear about the Mike Post, the angry postman, the pissed off postman gimmick. Where did that come from? Well, Gary Magoo, who trained me, said, hey man, I think I've got this gimmick where you could go postal, and I think it would be cool. So my mom helped me make the shirt and the shorts and sew the stuff on for me, and I became Mike Post, the pissed off postman. People ask me all the time, well, who are your favorite wrestlers? Growing up as a kid, I loved Junkyard Dog. I loved Ric Flair. Of course, I loved Hulk Hogan at the time. My favorite two were probably Randy Macho Man Savage. Man, I love Dusty Rhodes, the old American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. I thought he was great. So those are the guys I liked as a kid. And then people said, well, who inspired you to wrestle when you were 20 years old? My favorite wrestlers at the time were Chris Benoit, which I'm not going to get into the history of Chris Benoit, but I loved Benoit for the worker that he was at the time. Chris Benoit, Perry Saturn, another guy that I loved, Taz, and David Fit Finley. The Mike Post gimmick was my first gimmick. I came up with another gimmick. I went away from being Mike Post, the disgruntled postal worker, to Outlaw Mike Post. It was an outlaw biker gimmick. It was a gimmick that fit closer to my personality. I'm not a guy who's won a bunch of things. I don't have some long list of titles and things I've won. I wasn't that great. I was a UHPW World Heavyweight Champion. I was a UHPW Tag Champion at one time. I was an XSE Extreme Champion at one time. And that's the only 3 belts that I ever held. I retired in 07. I had a really good job at the time, making good money. And I didn't want to get hurt and break my neck in the wrestling ring and then not be able to provide for my family. I had a great time. I had a 9-year career. I wrestled on the independent circuit, which I explained to people that the independent circuit is kind of like AAA baseball or AA baseball. It's small time. That's what the indies are. I wasn't a big household name. I wasn't talented enough. I didn't have enough athletic talent. I didn't have enough charisma. I know it might be hard for you to believe. But I'm proud of what I did. I'm proud of my career. I'm proud of the things I got to do. Hey guys, do me a favor. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, hit that little bell icon so you get notifications when the shit show gets rolling again. A wrestling video. I know what you're thinking. It's not a motorcycle video. Nothing about motorcycles in this video. This was just an origins video. This was the kind of, people have asked me about it, asked me about the wrestling, and I decided, you know what? Might as well get the footage done, show it to people, and hopefully you enjoyed it. The sub numbers have jumped. We're over 850 subs. I think we're at 870 this morning. I don't know what to say except thank you. Thank you for watching this. Thank you for supporting me. I hope you enjoyed this. I hope this was something different and you thought, wow, that's something I would never thought that guy would have done, was be a wrestler. Hey, I want to tell you guys, thanks for watching. I want y'all to have a great day. Let's try not to be assholes to each other, and I'll see y'all next time. Woo!